he's not the best player. I mean,
No.
but he's been the most consistent and most reliable in his role.
Without Grayson Allen tonight, okay, KD, a solid 22, Booker 18, Beal had 3. No, the only other person with a decent stat line, O'Neal, had 13. Like, Grayson was the guy that won them this game tonight. And he started 1 for 4 from deep and finished 9 of 15. Like, he was the one that carried them after the first quarter. And I can't say enough good things about what Grayson Allen has done for this team this year, especially when you consider a lot of people thought, oh, he's a throw-in in the DA deal, and they got fleeced in the DA deal in their mind. And Grayson's become the best part of that. And that's not a slight on Nurk. He's rebounded well and done those things, but Grayson's come in and been next level for him.
I wouldn't say Grayson's been the best player on this team this year, but what I would say is this. I think when you talk about guys like Kevin Durant, let's just take them individually. Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, you know that they're going to get you up to a certain point, right? And the question mark this year was Grayson, EG, the guys coming off the bench. Could they do enough to get you those wins? Could they exceed the expectations? And that's what we were hoping for some of these guys. Grayson has not only exceeded those expectations, but he surpassed them by a mile, right? And he's been the difference in a lot of the games that they have won. If you think about the Denver Nuggets game in the first half when he just went crazy, kept them afloat until they got to the second half, right? You see a game like tonight, earlier in the season against the Kings, we had another 9-3 barrage. Like, so there's definitely levels to this, and so I could see where you're going with that. Grayson has just been a terrific player. He's been a terrific player, and I think when you combine him with the other pieces that they have, when those pieces all play together, this team could be a beautiful basketball team. Yeah. But the problem is that more often than not, when Grayson has nights like this, the rest of the team feels a little disconnected, further away from Grayson. I would love to have a game where KD and Grayson both have 30 or 35 points, right? Or Book and KD each have 30 and Grayson has 25, right? Like, because I feel like if Grayson scoring-wise can be that fourth guy to score easily, right? And if you ever have a game of 25 across the board, you probably blow that other team out by like 50, right? Yeah. So that's what I think about Grayson. I think he's just such a great fourth guy in this rotation, and he's been such a solid player. You got to give him the accolades.
And maybe I meant most consistent, like the guy you can trust to come in and hit those kind of shots. Yeah, like, because there's been a lot of ebb and flow for a lot of guys. Grayson's been fairly consistent.
That's where I was going with it. He's not the best player. I mean, but he's been the most consistent and most reliable in his role. He's just a pro, man. Like, every time he's on the court, I don't worry about Grayson ever all season. I don't worry about him offensively, defensively. I will say this though, that you have to, basketball is weird in the way that Grayson, to me, is having the best year of his career. Is that fair?
Say that again?
I think this is his best year of his career.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think there's an argument that this is the best year of his career. And, I mean, he's simply taking advantage of playing with the talent he's playing with. I mean, that's what he's doing. And it's crazy because it's not you see other players in those positions and they just can't quite do it. But this man is going out here hitting 8, 9 threes like nothing. Like he's shooting free throws. And you wonder, you say, you look at the game, you look at the tape, he gets a lot of over rotations from the big three and he just makes them pay.